The claim that the Muslims make is that when they enter paradise, that they will be able to see Allah. Okay. Now, let me do something real quick. Let's erase this. Let's erase this word. Is everybody following? Now, light travels through. I know how to spell through. I'm just doing it like that I'm not like Muhammad. I'm not illiterate. Light travels through space. Okay. Light does not exist outside of space and time. Space and time and light coexist together. Okay. That's the space and time continuum. So let's show you space and time continuum. Space and time continuum means space and time coexist. Okay. Space and time coexist. Okay. And even according to the Quran, space and time and light are all things that were created within space and time. So, and in the Quran, it says that the lights were created to keep, so man can keep time. Okay. So even the Quran is saying that light exists within creation. Okay. Light exists within creation. Now that's what the Quran says. The Quran doesn't even have to say that. That's just a scientific fact. We all know that is no such thing as outside of time and space, but we're just playing along with the stupid Muslims claim, and we're just using it to get them busted. Now, the hadith that we've read, remember, it said that in paradise, the Muslims will see Allah. Okay. But that creates a huge problem. See, when Muslims make these claims that Allah is not like anything in creation, he's outside of time and space, when they make these claims, they don't realize that they are creating huge theological repercussions. Now, let's just show you one of them. Now, in that hadith we read to you, it says that the Muslims will see Allah when he lifts the veil. But guess what, people? Sight is not possible without light. Can everybody agree with that? Sight is not possible without light. And the Muslims already tell us that Allah does not enter into creation. Sight is not possible without light. Allah does not enter into creation. Now, this is where it's about to get heavy. It's about to get real heavy. Now, in order for sight to take place, light must reflect off of objects. Okay? That means if you're in your room right now, everything that you're looking at, you are able to see it because light is bouncing around, and the light that's bouncing around, it enters into your retina, and you are able to process images because light is bouncing around within space and time, within creation. But this is where it gets real ugly for the Muslims, okay? Now, this is where it gets real ugly for the Muslims when they say that they will see Allah in paradise. Impossible. Here's why. Okay, and we're about to kill two birds with one stone. Now, they say they're going to see. They say they're going to see Allah in paradise. Impossible. You know why? We're going to say that this little center circle represents light. Okay. Light travels through space. Okay. Allah is right here. Okay. That represents outside of space and time. Okay. This center black circle represents light. Okay. That's light. Again, I know how to spell. I'm not illiterate like Muhammad. I'm just doing that to save space. Now, here's the thing. Allah, like we have already said, he is immaterial. Okay. Light bounces off of things that have a frequency within creation. Light also bounces off of things that have a mass within creation. Light, it also bounces off of things that have a dimensional space. Okay, it bounces off objects. Objects have a mass. Objects have a frequency. But both of those things I just named to you, frequency and mass and even space, are all creations of Allah. And the Muslims already told us that Allah is none of those things. He is not like anything in creation. OK, now all of those claims, they can't let them go now just because it's about to backfire on them. I don't want them to back up off of their claims. Stick to your guns, Muslim. OK, now focus on that center black dot in the middle of the square. That represents light. Light travels. See this line I'm making? That represents light traveling through space. Boom. The light just hit the border of the edge of space and time. But Muslims say that they will see Allah, but Allah is outside of space and time. So in order for them to be able to see Allah, we've already explained that light, in order to see something, light must reflect off of the object that you are looking at. But that's a problem for the Muslims because Allah, once again, he is immaterial. He doesn't have a mass. He doesn't have a frequency. All of those things required for light to bounce off. You got to have a frequency. You got to have mass. You got to be an object.
Now, I can't believe that I just watched 7 minutes of this guy's stupidity. This guy, the false potato, the false prophet. Oh, actually, I gave him another name. His name is the Black Megamind. The Black Megamind, because he had a head like, you can see that you can see the how much space there is between his eyes and his head, all the way to the top of his head. Yeah, well, I wonder if that head wiggles like a Megamind. But anyway, this is video here, the idiot's video, and I need to always say, guys, please donate to the black community. Please donate for them because they really need the school. And this guy, the false potato, he's one of them. His head is big, but his brain is small. That's what I mean. So I need you guys to please help and donate for these idiots because they know nothing. Okay. Now, this idiot said, he gave us a diagram right here. And he said that in this diagram, his beautiful diagram, right? That light, and this is Allah outside of space, time, light, right? And this is what is inside the space, time, and light, right? And he's saying that a Muslim or the Muslims are not able to see Allah since Allah is above his throne, outside of creation, and the Muslims are in their in the creation, right? So they're not able to see it. Now the idiot did not know that before there was Allah, astaghfirullah, sorry. Before there was the creation, right? Before Allah created anything, He was alone, right? Before His own God, also Yahweh and Jesus, created anything of the creation, they were alone, right? Now, the thing is, if we go by His logic, we are saying that since Yahweh is outside of time, space, outside of creation, and He's the creator, right? And since He was before creation happened, He is saying that Yahweh was not able to hear. He is saying that Yahweh was not able to see, right? Because before Yahweh created anything, He was alone. So are you saying that since Yahweh is alone, He was not able to hear and He was not able to see? This is stupid. And second of all, if we are able to hear, we are able to hear with air, right? We are able to hear. We can hear sound from air, right? So in order for sound to travel, there has to be something with molecules for it to travel through. On Earth, sound travels to your ears by vibrating air molecules. In deep space, the large empty areas between stars and planets, there are no molecules to vibrate. There is no sound there. So in space, since there's no air and there's no sound molecules, right? There's no air molecules, you are not able to hear. So are you saying that Yahweh is not able to hear what is in space if we are not able to hear what is in space? This is stupid again. We humans, He's comparing us to the God, the creator. If His God was able to descend down through space, His God does not need to live by breathing. You understand that, idiot? Okay? If His God, for example, was able to look down to space, there was no light. When He first created things, before He created things, was He not able to see since there was no light? He did not create light. We humans need light to see, right? This is just according to His view. But does God, it's different with God. Does God need light to see? This is the question here. The idiot is comparing God to a human and is failing miserably because his own God, Yahweh, before He actually became into human, He was able, before He actually created the creation, He was still able to see, He was still able to hear, right? He was still able to speak. In order for us to speak, we also need, air molecules so others can hear us, right? So when God speaks is different than how we speak, and the idiot does not understand it. So by that he is contradicting his own theory that he made here, that since before God created all creation, He was alone, right? He's saying that God was not able to hear. He's saying that God was not able to see since there was no light, and he was saying that God was not able to hear because there was no air molecules, right? So the idiot is saying that after God created air molecules and created these things, He was able to see because His vision is created. He's saying that God's vision is created, which is why God was able to see. He said that His hearing was created, which is why He was able to hear. This is what the idiot is saying. He's saying that God cannot hear alone. He needs to create the creation in order to hear. God cannot see alone. He needs to create His vision, His sight, in order for Him to see. This is what the idiot is saying. Now we can't compare, we can't say this is a weak argument, because we can't say that since God is outside of space and and outside of what's it called, outside of creation, that we are not able to see Him and that He is not able to see us. No, if God is able to do anything, right? So we are still able to see Him, and we are still able to hear Him, and we are still able to clearly see Him. The Prophet said on the day of resurrection, we are able to see Allah like the full moon on the sky. When if we look at the sky, there's no clouds to cover it. It's a clear sky, a bright full moon, right? We can clearly see the moon. If we are able to see the moon perfectly, we are able to see Allah perfectly as well, right? And when I say to myself, if I'm looking at the moon, is the moon in my eyes? No, the moon is not in my eyes. I'm able to see the moon without the moon being in my eyes. So the idiot does not know what he's talking about. We have refuted this claim. We're going to go to the second claim and refute it. But first of all, I need to show you guys that this guy, he actually proved to Rob Christian and all the other people that I am a nightmare for Rob Christian, for Christian Prince, and for him. And he is trying to tell Rob Christian that, look, I have exposed Muslim Warrior, so now you don't need to worry about him. So he's saying that, oh, since Rob Christian is worrying about me too much, he doesn't need to worry about me anymore because I'm exposing him. If I wasn't exposing Rob Christian wouldn't have to worry about me. Neither would this guy, the false prophet Potato, would have to worry about me. But since I'm exposing them and I'm wiping the floor with them, right? And I'm exposing their religion, the idiots are trying their best. But they still cannot refute me. Let's watch the video. Now guys, I want you to watch carefully and laugh. Okay? Let us watch carefully and laugh.
56. It's
Now I can't see your screen, but I'm gonna read what I have on my end.
which translation? Which translation are you using?
Well, my translation says, women impure.
File. Yeah, it's here. It says file women or for. Well, there's a good one. Wow, you're destroying Aisha and Muhammad at the same time, bro.
Yeah. So this is about the mother.
Oh boy. Yeah. Let me try.
Just one thing. When Rob says, "Wow," what an idiot! This guy sounds like Elmo or those little kids. Wow. Little kid cartoons. What the hell is this? Rob, I want to ask you a question. Have you reached puberty or not? Or probably has less testosterone. He reached at the age of 30 maybe, where he he had some problems not reaching puberty in an early age. That's why he hates beards, by the way.
Before you, sorry, bro, sorry for interrupting you. But let me find the most beautiful here. Read it, bro.
Okay. Surah 24:26. It says,
guys, pay attention to what Brother Jacob is going to say. Watch.
and also when I finish this, I have a hadith. That's going to be another nail in the coffin of Muhammad. Now, it says in Surah 24:26, women impure are for men impure, and men impure for women impure, and women of purity are for men of purity, and men of purity are for women of purity. Why do they always repeat it so many times? These are not affected by
OCD.
These are not affected by what people say. For them, there is forgiveness and a provision honorable. Now, before we drop the bomb, everybody.
Let me quote the Arabic, bro.
Guys, Rob, the robber, is going to quote the Arabic. Let us laugh. Let us laugh at this hayawan. Al-khabithatu, he said. Al-khabithatu. It's al-khabithatu, you idiot.
Hello, Brother Jacob. You're live on air, brother. How are you?
How you doing, brother? I might be breathing heavy. Just got finished doing some exercise.
Hello, brother Rob. I might be breathing heavy. I'm gonna tell you my life story. I was doing some exercise. I bet you this idiot goes and plays with little black kids and basketball, and he says, "Now look, I'm like quicksand, bro. I'm like quicksand. Look at me. I'm like quicksand, bro." He's like playing with little kids and winning over them and saying, "Look, I'm like quicksand." And probably he was masturbating the whole time, jerking off to this, the things that he has on his phone, right? He's like, I might be breathing heavy, but I've been doing some exercise.
I'm gonna actually make a clip out of this portion of this live stream, and we got a Muslim cheerleader.
Yeah, the cheerleader is Islam.
He tried to deny.
Bro, he really loves you, huh? He really loves you.
Yeah,
you are.
Hold up. My idiot, Christian robber. He's the one who really loves me, the false potato. Because when I make videos exposing him, and he was actually the first one who came to my channel to try to expose me, and I exposed him. So whenever you make a video, I'll continue making a video exposing you, right? And I'm not easily silenced like you Christians, okay? I'm someone you don't want to mess with. That's the truth. you don't want to mess with when you're not with me, or when you're facing me. Especially when you're facing me, you wouldn't want to mess with me, because they'll put you in your place. So the first thing is that brother, the false potato, and this idiot other guy, the trust God something. The guy, I picture him, image in my head is so funny. That other guy came to my channel and he thought that he could troll me. But when he stepped into the lion's den, like all of you stepped into the lion's den, you got put in your place. So, like I said, I'm not an easy person. I ain't easy. And we Arabs don't think we are like the white people who are very nice, unlike the black people who think that they're very tough. No, bro, we're not trained that. You should go back to our countries and you should see what this is the real world out there in our countries. You should really see that for your own selves. And many Arabs have died defending their country and never bowed down to your people. So next time, think carefully who you're messing with. Let me continue. Let's see what he's gonna say.
You're living rent free in his mind, bro.
Right. He can't debate me no more. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you know the last video that you did, and you was proving that
Which one? I did many videos.
Utah about that false translation.
About Aisha or this
No,
one?
the one about Muta when they was when you did a video about the Muslims claiming.
It's not muta, you idiot. You meant to say the one about nikah, you dumbass. About nikah found in the Bible translation. This guy can't differentiate between muta and nikah, the idiot.
When Fifi did a video about the translation, some Christian Arab, he made a translation.
Oh yeah, Nathaniel Sabat. That the one that says nikah, not muta, you dumbass.
Oh yeah. About nikah, yeah.
Yeah, nikah. My bad, not my bad. Nikah. Yeah.
That's the video.
Okay.
Yeah. That got me banned, by the way.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
That's one of the reasons why, they are triggered, because I was spanking Farid day in, day out, and his boy.
Wait a minute. Who are you compared to Farid? Farid spanked your god CP. He spanked your side chick David 19. And you, a low life or a low person under these classes that can't even read Arabic as better as CP. CP doesn't know Arabic, but he reads better than you. Yani, this idiot Rob Christian doesn't know how to say ya'budun. He says ya'badun. What a dumbass. Seriously, this word is known to any Arab child. He knows how to read it. So by that, you're showing that you're an idiot. And Farid already responded to that in the final Sabbat one, and he showed you from other manuscripts, Bible manuscripts, and the word nikah is used there. So there's no way you can spank him. Farid, you're not on the level of Farid, bro. You gotta give up. You gotta give up because you're not on the level, and you're a nobody. Just like Shazam said.
His little boyfriends got triggered, and that's why I'm banned for 2 weeks. Yeah, the video about nikah, about Fifi, that video. Yeah.
Well, some good came out of it. Cause check this out, Muslim cheerleader, he made a very damning statement. Me and him, and I took a screenshot and I actually uploaded the video on my channel. So if anybody wanted to see it. Yeah. So from now on, the whole Christian community know you don't even have to worry about that Muslim cheerleader guy because he shot himself in the foot.
So as you can see, the idiot just admitted he's saying to Rob Christian, "Oh Rob, I got Muslim warrior. You don't need to worry about him anymore." Which prove I'm a big worry for them. And I'm a big worry for the Christian community. Even though I'm actually happy, wallahi I'm happy, because when I went to the False Prophets channel, I saw even those great moderators and Sahih Lucy as well, Daif Luke, they were on his channel and were saying, yes, you got him. They actually want so much to see me exposed because I'm a nightmare for them. They can't believe I even exposed their CP. They can't believe that. Remember also when CP said from the Bible that God doesn't use the word perhaps, He doesn't use it maybe. And I clearly showed him from the Bible. He was clearly laughing about the Quran and said, how can that be? How can God say that? How can Allah say that if He's God? I showed him from his own Bible. He's done. He's done, bro. He's finished. He's done. And this clearly shows that I'm a huge nightmare for the Christian community. And this pulls me more to do what I'm doing. Alhamdulillah. And this is the statement came out from the false potato's mouth. Sorry, the Megamind, the black Megamind. He said clearly that you don't have to worry about him anymore. I got him. So this shows that he's really worried about me, exposing Rob Christian and CP, and exposing him as well. He's trying his best to find many ways to expose me. He tried all those ways. I gave him many chances. I exposed him all these ways. He kept on going back and forth. So then I just said, okay, you know what? I already exposed you. So that's it. You already refuted. And if I continue to do it, I'll keep refuting you and you'll keep changing topic as well. Right? So I already got what I needed.
This is what he told me, Brother Rob, and I got it screenshotted and it's on my channel.
Yeah.
He said, if you were right, Rob Christian, because I was trying to tell him how you had already proved it was wrong and everything, and he ran out of stuff to say, and he said that if you were right, and if the translation is not good, then the Christians should have destroyed the translation. And I said, you just got yourself busted, because I told him, I said, based upon your criteria that you just gave me, that means you have to destroy, you have to accept every weak hadith.
That wasn't my criteria, and I showed it in the previous video. If you haven't checked it out, please check out the previous video about the false potato that I made. The latest one, okay, the very latest one. And I clearly said, and I clearly showed him that he was the first one. The false potato was the first one to lay out the criteria of using weak hadiths, and he said that if they shouldn't be there, they should be destroyed. So then, if according to his criteria, he said that one month ago, or sorry, now it's 2 months ago, because when I made that video, it was 1 month ago. Now it's 2 months ago. He said that. So, and then afterwards, I said, because your criteria is like this, so that means you're trying to say, that means I can use the same criteria against you and say that you haven't got rid of the gospel of Nathaniel Barnabas, and you haven't got rid of the King James version of the Bible because it has Isaiah contradiction. At first it says he was 20 and 2 years old, and the other says 40 and 2 years old. And the same version, King James version, they have the age contradiction, and they say this is a mistake. So he's selling lies from his Christian friends are selling lies by continuing to sell the King James version. They should have made a new translation that is more accurate than these translations.
You claim is not good, because your criteria is, if something is not good, then it should be destroyed. And I told him, if that's your criteria, then why have you Muslims, why haven't you destroyed all of those weak hadiths?
Exactly.
Why do you publish it? Why are you still making money off of the lies? And ever since then, he hasn't had anything to say.
He knows.
Yeah. So what I'm telling you, Rob Christian, you don't even have to debate him no more.
See? He says Rob doesn't have to debate him no more, because I already exposed him many times in debates. So the first player is saying, he thinks he's saying that, oh look, I got him, we don't have to debate him anymore. I already exposed him, we don't have to debate him anymore. He's clearly thinking about himself that he's a defense. And he knows that I'm destroying Rob Christian and Christian Prince, and they're not replying to me, which is another proof that I am exposing Christianity, and I'm exposing them. So the false potato is trying to find a way to expose me, but he can't. And he's saying, no, Christian, not to worry about me anymore.
Only thing you got to do is bring up what I just told you. He has to accept every weak hadith, and he shot himself in the foot. So for now on, that's what you got to say to him. You don't have to go back and forth with him. I don't even do it no more, because he got to accept everything now based on his own criteria. So he's done. So don't even waste no more time with him. He's done.
So he's saying to the Christian robber, don't waste any more time with him. He's done. Now he lies, he contradicts himself, and he's still making videos about me. And still talking to me. And still saying I will show Rob Christian about this and that. Which is proof, guys, that I am winning. And I will continue to make more videos. Because I've gotten this in my mind, this is the case. I will keep replying to them, making more videos, and I will show every Muslim that the lies of these people. And this shows that I am a nightmare for them. And he's saying to Rob Christian, don't worry about it, son. Don't worry, I got him. You don't have to cry anymore, little girl. Don't worry. Don't worry, I got him for you. I'm your defense wife. I got it for you. And he got nothing, right? He's getting exposed every time, and he continues to reply, continues to make more videos, because he knows every time he's doing this, he's getting busted even more. So let's continue to see what he can see.
Put him in a vault and throw him in the ocean. He's done.
Yeah, and I just provided the link, guys, in the live chat if you're interested. That video that basically got me banned about Nikah and Fifi. That video that Brother Jacob is talking about. Watch that video, guys. It's on my banned main channel. I still have to wait for a couple of days till the Sharia Tube unbans me. But, you know, I like to continue on this very YouTube channel, guys, this backup channel of mine, to make this channel grow, right? Because we never know when Sharia Tube decides to take us completely down. So we need to have more options. So maybe it's a good thing that I'm banned, actually. I'm starting to like it, to be honest with you.
Brother Rob, you know the excuse they was making? They was saying that that seal that you was talking about, you said the dude was born in 18, the book came out in
1816, the false translation, yes.
Okay, they was trying to make excuse and said that this.
Okay, anyway, you guys have gotten the idea that the Christian robber and the false potato, they are working together trying to expose me, because they know that when I last debated Rob Christian, I exposed them as well. And he hanged up on me 3 times, and afterwards he tried to show in his video trying to expose me. I replied to every single argument he tried to expose me in, and he failed miserably. He saw the truth because he knew that I would respond in a video, show him from my own screen. Because this is the thing, when I'm calling in, Rob Christian will never write down the hadith that I will tell him. He will never write down the hadith that I will tell him. Or if I send him a link, he said, I don't click on links. So what he's going to try to show, he's going to show from his screen, all the Christians, we're going to make it a delusion, right? I'm going to only show my screen and will not be able to show Muslim Warrior's screen. Because if they were able to show my screen, guys, if Christian Prince or the robber Christians were able to show my screen, I would have wiped the floor with them. Brought their career to an end, showed them the hadith exactly. So after the video, after he hanged up on me, I showed clearly in my video the hadiths claiming that they are wrong. And I showed the evidence claiming that they are wrong. And so they were wrong in it. So it's clear that if they were to show anyone on their screen, if anyone were to say, I have the tafsir with me, they would say, hey, I'll give you the tafsir link. I don't click on links. Okay, I'll give you the tafsir name. You can write down the tafsirs. Oh no, I can't. I don't write down. Just give it to me, and prove this. Are you saying? And then they'll go to say, oh, are you saying Ibn Kathir is wrong? Are you saying Ibn Kathir is a liar? No, Ibn Kathir can be right at times, and at other times he can be wrong, because there can be a stronger isnad in Al-Qurtubi that is more stronger than Ibn Kathir, or sometimes there's a stronger isnad than Ibn Kathir that proves Al-Qurtubi wrong, right? And Ibn Kathir, for example, he also narrates Israelites. He also narrates fabricated reports from Jews and Christians, which is well known. And Ibn Kathir himself acknowledges that and says that I have also placed Israelite narrations, but I don't take from them. I only put them there so that the scholars can study the isnads of the narration to see if the narration is correct or not, right? Because of whatever I've heard, I've just placed there. And it's up for the scholars to decide what is wrong and what is right. So you'll basically go and play around. Then afterwards you will say, if you tell him, for example, Ibrahim was Muslim according to the Quran, he will say, okay, where's the evidence in real life that he was a Muslim? And he will say, if you expose him in the part about Jesus, he will go to say, okay, where's the historical proof that Jesus was Muslim? Or his companions were Muslims. So you'll basically play with your mind games when the thing that we have agreed upon is that to follow what is in the Quran, to talk about what is in the Quran and what is in the Sunnah. And when you expose him in that, he will jump to history, which is the same thing I can do is say, okay, where is there evidence that Jesus turned water into wine? Or where is there evidence that in history that Moses split the ocean? Correct history. If that was the case, if there was a true history, every atheist would become a Christian or a believer. They would become a Christian, a Jew, or a Muslim, if that is clear evidence. But there's no clear evidence that these miracles took place for them, for the atheists and for the non-religious people. But for us, we believe. We have to believe that. And that is the truth. We do believe that. Even though many people don't have evidence for that, it don't mean that it isn't correct. So, similarly, if you're debating him about the tafsir, he'll move on to history. If you're debating him about the Quran and the Sunnah, and you expose him from the hadith and show him that this is what the hadith actually means, he'll go to say, okay, but in history Jesus was this and that and this and that, and it's not in your Quran. They'll basically move on and change topic, right? So this is what I mean. This is what I mean. And as you can see, this guy, the false potato, he tried his best. He got exposed by me. Now he's trying to. He knows in his heart, he's trying to show Rob Christian that, oh look, you don't have to worry about him anymore, I got him exposed. Since Rob is worrying about me and I'm exposing him, and by that he also proved that I'm exposing even the false potato. And by that I'll end it here because I took too long. Assalamu alaikum.